We finally got away from somebody being, I won and I'm in the playoffs. It was just, I won, and now we're back to this. So every other sentence on the TV was winning into the playoffs. Playoffs, 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 playoffs. Rolling, green, green, green. The rookie lap is green. All clear, go get them. No rookie moves.
Welcome to the Rookie Lap. This week we raced in Iowa, but not in a field of dreams. Let's go ahead and talk about it. I'm Connor, that's Frank, and that's Daredevil. Yeah.
Yay.
Do you have a red suit? You jump around on rooftops?
You got a red eye.
That's what Daredevil does.
I guess I coincidentally changed it out the day before.
Okay.
Well, it'll be back another day, another time.
That's Matt Murdoch.
So we want to get what we did the weekend out of the way real quick.
Was it anything better than the last few weeks for anybody?
Heck yeah. I was busy this weekend.
What'd you do?
Well, Friday night I had to come here and supposedly meet with the air conditioning guy. We got a new air conditioning unit put in our house, and he didn't show up. So then we went ahead and went and ate Mexican Friday night. Got up Saturday morning, cut the grass, had to go buy new furniture for the house, or new couches and all that crap for the house. And then Saturday night went and ate Mexican again.
Yeah.
Sunday morning got up, went and helped a buddy lay out a addition he's doing to his house. Got it all laid out for him, and then left there, ate something real quick at home, and ran over to your house and helped y'all finish up the last little bit on getting your air conditioning straightened out. And then we got to watch a race.
Yeah. I also had Mexican Friday, but I tried to swim and it was lightning, so I couldn't. But Saturday did nothing until I had Mexican again. And then Sunday we worked on the air because I had a lake trying to take resident in my room, unfortunately. But
it's straightened out now anyhow.
Yeah. Connor, I heard you rode a saddle.
I don't want to talk about that. I can't believe they made me do that.
I didn't hear this story. Come on now.
Well, I went a little different this weekend from y'all. I did not eat Mexican. I went American. I went to the good old Texas Roadhouse because Friday was a day.
That's right. It was your birthday Friday, wasn't it?
It was.
I forgot to tell you, happy birthday. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you. I turned 20. And apparently at Texas Roadhouse, I thought, when you go, they just give you the towel to wave above your head or whatever, like a lasso, and that's it. Well, no. This fella comes up to me. He says, Dad says it's his birthday. He's talking to me, and he goes, do you want to ride the saddle? I said,
What?
I said, got like a mechanical bull in here or something? He said, no. We'll bring you out the saddle. I said, you bring me out the saddle. I don't know about all that now. He said, I'm going to bring you out the saddle. And sure enough, about 5 minutes later, they come out with this big old saddle on what's basically just like a bar stool or something. And I have to get up on there. My family's chanting my name because I'm too embarrassed to get up there and wave a towel above my head as they announce to the restaurant that I'm turning 20. So it was quite the experience. So, yeah, I had a good old steak. I didn't do Mexican this weekend like y'all, but, I did have a pretty good time Friday, and Saturday I worked on my car all day on the Mustang. And
it's going to be running one day?
Gosh, I hope so. I got to get an ignition switch for it now. This thing's such a mess. I did that, and I did one other thing, which isn't a weekend thing, but I'm going to give my review on it because I did my Superman review. Last Thursday I went and saw Fantastic Four.
Was it as good as Superman?
No, nothing's as good as Superman, but
okay.
Fantastic Four was what an experience, especially seeing that in IMAX too. It was a really good movie, and I enjoyed every bit of it. It was one I've been looking forward to a long time, and I just, this summer has really been Fantastic Four movies,
Yeah.
It's really been Superman.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said that walking out the theater. I think 5 people turned and looked at me. But that's enough. That's enough. I guess we have to talk about a race now.
We all had something to do this weekend. It wasn't boring, was it?
It was fantastic.
All right, Austin, you ready to talk about some racing this weekend?
Yeah, or some attempts at racing, I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of what it was to start with, wasn't it?
Yes. First, shout out to Chase Briscoe,
Six.
sixth pole. I think I figured out why I got the trend here for some of them. They said that Ryan Blaney called this a crown jewel for him, so I think Briscoe took that to mean that he had to continue that crown jewel sweep. Either way, he's gotten 6 poles in his 23 starts at Gibbs, and that's already tied Martin Truex with his 216 starts at Gibbs, or 226, something like that. So he got the 1 lap down. Now he just got to figure out how to not finish second.
He backed it up pretty good, though. He didn't have a bad day at all.
No.
Nope.
Second's not bad at all.
Nope. But what did y'all think about the first week of, what was it, USA?
Yep.
Well, if you like commercials,
Yeah.
it's a pretty good show.
Back to good old full commercials.
Yeah.
No more just all side by sides, and they were very inconvenient with some of their full commercials too. I'll say.
Oh yeah, you had time to get up and take a bathroom break or get you a drink or whatever you wanted to do.
Right when they finally decided that they were going to race for the lead, you mean?
Oh yeah, they finally decided they'd cut for full commercial. They had side by sides, but they did not use them very well.
Appropriately?
No.
Yeah, so.
I guess it's okay, but we've seen a lot better.
Yeah, they got work to do because I think this is going to be kind of the same group that's covering the playoffs.
I will say, though, that I think there were times in the race they were showing a better picture of what was happening throughout the race as far as where other cars were and some of the other stuff going on in the race.
Yeah.
Than what we've seen in the last few weeks before this. So I did appreciate that.
I'll tell you what I'm losing complete faith in just about it when I do pay any attention to the TV. Their fuel estimator don't seem to ever run out like they say it's going to. I think it's 2 weeks in a row now they've been claiming that the leader's going to run out of fuel, and he seems to show them how to do the biggest burnout that you can imagine and driving on the victory lane.
Did he make it? He said it ran out. Did he make it to victory lane with the car?
Thank you.
I don't know, but he got him a burnout in for
Oh,
sure.
yeah, he definitely got one of those.
So I don't know what they got going on there, but
I think they call it an estimator. It's not a factuator. It's an estimator. So
I think it needs to be
it's kind of like the weatherman. We're going to guesstimate what's going to happen. It might rain, it might not.
He might run out.
He might run out of gas. He
might not.
I think it needs to be more called like the hypenator or something. They're just trying to build up something that ain't there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No kidding.
But he ran a heck of a lot. What he run 145 laps. I know, 30 or 40% of it were probably under caution, but still, that's quite a ways.
30. Yeah.
Gosh.
Yep, he made it a long ways, but when you run 50 laps under caution, you can do that. I mean,
About like bumper cars out there the way they was driving.
yeah. And the only thing is, I'm not a fan of the tires being able to do that.
Well, they did say that they were worried about them cording and having some other issues, but I don't think I ever saw anybody have any issue with a tire.
Well, it was weird because there were some guys that were cording and some that weren't. I think it came down to the guys that were handling and those that weren't, because we saw Denny fall back real bad. He said his tire at the end of that race was really, really corded really bad. But the guys at the front, I don't think ever had any issues. But I just... The point I want to make clear is I want a softer tire, but I'm not a part of the group that's saying Goodyear needs to fix this problem completely and that this is all their fault. People are trying to say that it's their responsibility to come up with the tire that'll magically fix the issues with the car and everything else, and I think that's wrong. But I do think they could continue to go softer, and apparently at their tire test they used a tire that fell off over 2 seconds and decided to go with a tire that fell off absolutely none, which I don't know why. But
And whose decision was that?
that's the
NASCAR's?
other. They don't know if that's Goodyear or NASCAR. So, but somebody screwed up there. And then,
Hell, put them back on some old bi-ply tires and let's have a real race.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that mixed with the harrow blocking at a shorter track with this car is not a good mixture. And so
Not for a stage and a half, anyhow.
No.
that
That
and
was
then,
real close to golf for a stage and a half.
yeah. That and then I don't know if they pointed out on TV because I was really listening to the radio, but Byron was running literally half throttle down the straightaways.
At the end of the race?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That was something, yeah, I really noticed that. Hey, he's way backed off. Why aren't they catching him?
Yeah, and he's holding off guys that have more fuel, fresher tires, and faster cars. And he couldn't do anything with them. I think that's not a good look. But
No.
Yeah, they might want to kept that one under wraps for what it appeared to be. Definitely.
outside of that, though, it was an alright race with all the 18 different strategies and 97 wrecks.
Do you agree with everybody's strategies? Some of
No.
the pit calls,
No.
when to pit. I guess the same thing as last week we talked about. There were some of them you really questioned why they stopped when they did.
Yeah, you said we got the driver straight. Now we got to get these crew chiefs straight because some of them were off their own path that I ain't really sure. I'm blind, but I couldn't follow them down it. That's for sure.
Well, I know the crew chief I want for me after seeing what happened. That's Zane Smith's crew chief. He went down there and had him a conversation with Carson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You like that, though. I mean, he didn't go out there and try to start a fight or do nothing stupid, but he told him what he thought about it, stood up for his driver, stood up for his team, and I think that was a good thing. Maybe you don't need to cuss somebody out, but
I just hear that you got to get canceled for using the R word.
But that might work out good for him,
I don't
though.
believe in canceling. Yeah, whatever.
But that might work out good for
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Look at all these other drivers.
he'll
that
wind up
got-
in Hendricks, won't he?
or people that
Yeah.
get canceled.
He'll be crew chief for Kyle Larson.
Yeah, no, I got something about that a little on later in the takes. But speaking of names, we also had him. Did y'all hear what Shane said on his radio? Did you, Frank?
I'm trying to. I did, and I can't. It's not popping in my head right now.
Oh.
Remind me.
He
said, "Can y'all go apologize to the 22 because the wanker in the 77 was driving like a beat word, but yeah, he called him a wanker."
Huh?
So
Yeah, that's
he's
And that
getting
was
all
in-
kind of new names this weekend.
that was
Yeah.
intense too. I don't. Every time I've heard somebody say that in British, they usually say like a wanker. You know,
Yeah, but
he,
it was
he
wanker.
went full on like he was mad about something. I was like, oh, he enunciated.
Yeah,
that,
I
too.
think Carson took a whole lot of grief
Yeah.
this weekend, but there were if you paid close attention to the race, there were a lot of guys that cars weren't handling real well when they were under somebody and they were twitching and slipping. Maybe Carson's pushing a little harder than
Well,
he
I
needed
think
to.
this
but
weekend was a genuine mistake by him. He got loose and took him out. None of it was intentional this time.
I don't think it was just dry. He might have needed to figure out how to back off just a little bit more. But heck, I would get tired of going out there and chase and trying to pass somebody who I know I passed with them, lap after lap after lap. I'd want to be able to make the pass. So
Yeah, I don't think there's any issue with that. I think it's the same as it was with Barry a few weeks ago. The way he handled it afterwards was terrible.
yeah,
He just, oh well, that sucks for you. Just say you screwed up and that you're sorry to the dude. I mean, look at what Christopher Bell did last week, and his was way worse. But still, the dude went to every crew member, and apologized one-on-one for his mistake.
well, did he go apologize to Larson after the race?
I don't
Now,
know.
they're pretty good buddies, though. I think, aren't they?
I mean, they're
So,
dirt track boys.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say they probably have conversations on the regular, but
But okay, so hold on. Back to the Carson and Zane. Did you see Zane try to get him afterwards?
yes, I did. I don't know if Zane should feel worse about getting taken out or for completely missing.
Yeah, and I guess maybe that's why Carson didn't handle it a different way afterwards. Cause
Oh, he took a good swipe at him.
yeah, Zane was trying to go. he was trying to go get that couch that Austin Hill had for the weekend set up just for him, I think. Because he was going to turn him, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. He tried. He really did try. He just missed. And that makes you feel stupid.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. That has to be embarrassing.
Oh, yeah. Your blood's boiling. You're sitting there, I'm going to get you, Houston, and then this and that and the other. And then, hot dog.
Yeah.
And you know they just saw you do it. So it's time to back off at that point and not try again.
Yeah, and then I want your opinion on this this other name. What do you think about everybody has their opinions on the accent with Lee Diffie and calling races or whatever, but what about his creativity with Hurricane Hocevar?
I like it.
I
like it. Yeah.
He got one good one.
Yeah, I mean the dude, he's all over the place. He causes destruction, whether on purpose or not.
Yeah, that one might need to stick.
Yeah.
I think it'll stick with us anyhow.
Yeah. It's out there. I think
we just call him Hurricane from now on.
Hurricane
What did the Hurricane do this week?
Oh.
Yeah.
I like it.
Was he mild or wild? What category was he this? We'll give Carson a category every week for what he was this week. Hurricane category. What would you call him this week? Maybe a 3? What does it go up to? 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he was at least a 3. I'll give him a 3.
3. 2 or 3, I think.
We'll have that. We'll have our weekly Hurricane category.
All right. Well, him and let's swing back over. So Bell and where you want to go? Bell, Briscoe, Larson, Elliott. Which one with the Rex?
I imagine there's some pretty good. We'll start with Elliott. There's probably some pretty good conversations whenever they sat down. I imagine today at Hendricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he used up Larson a couple of times.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. It's not the first time them two have had run-ins. I'm starting to think they might be teammates, but they might not get along the greatest.
Yeah.
But I want your opinion on this, and I guess I don't know how closely you watched it, and you can't go back now, but Denny said his thoughts on them two on that one restart where they slammed each other. He said that them two specifically were backing off so much coming to the green that they were probably maybe 10 mile an hour faster than the guys ahead of them when they got rolling.
Yep.
And
I noticed that they were trying to get a run.
Yeah, and he said they both went for the same gap, and that's what happened.
Oh yeah, yeah. You could see it with them and a few other people I noticed specifically, and I think Chase more than anybody. I saw him a few times. I was surprised NASCAR wasn't, and they may have been in his ear saying, "Hey, tighten up," because he was giving himself a pretty good shot at getting a run.
Yeah, that's exactly what Denny was saying, and now I'm wondering, where's the officiating? Why are they not getting called out? It's not going to make you look good with the guys that you're letting get away with it.
Yeah. They need to tell them like they used to tell us in the Army when we were in basic training. You'd be standing in a line there waiting to go get a shot or your head shaved or whatever. You know what they told you?
What?
How to tighten up. Make your buddy smile. You know what it meant. Tighten it up. Tighten it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, there were some pretty good gaps and NASCAR might have got on the radio to them, but they did it more than once also.
Yeah,
and
I
nobody
think
got penalized for it.
that's
for
what
sure.
led to several other wrecks too.
But I mean, that was probably their best opportunity. It didn't like once you got stretched out, you could do a whole lot.
Yeah, it's not their fault. They're doing what they can get away with, but why are they getting away with it?
Yeah.
I agree.
That's the problem.
Shouldn't be. No, that was whoever's in the tower's responsibility to tell them to tighten it up, or they're gonna get put to the back.
But yeah, so they got together pretty good for the. I don't even know how many times that's happened, but Larson claims that he was getting used up after trying to be a nice competitor. So
that I hate to say it, but everything I saw yesterday was on Chase.
yeah,
Whether it was just wrong place, wrong time, wrong position, thought he had more room. I don't know what his reasoning was, but yeah, watching it on TV, I would say Chase used him up.
well, were there any other? What about Bell and Larson and them?
I don't even know what happened there.
Bell hit him. But it's the same thing that a lot of people did when they were under somebody, got a little twitchy or loose. And is that a product of the race cars or what the race is just trying to get a position? I mean,
Yeah.
there were a whole lot of people that cars kind of looked like really unstable when they were underneath somebody, being at the bottom or the middle or wherever, and somebody on their outside.
Yeah. It was not him, and the Toyotas were just bound and determined to take each other out, I think. Had John Hunter put Bubba in the wall and
Oh, that was just no. Wait a minute, that wasn't a car twitch on the racetrack. That was John Hunter turning him into the wall. I don't know what happened, but he did. You know that he did that on purpose.
Yeah. Right into him.
And I surely expected that Bubba was going to get him back after he made that big comeback, but he let it go, and I was proud of him for that. You know.
Yeah, I mean, we've been saying it for several weeks. It seems like he's just a different.
Yeah.
Seems to be a different person.
And look where he wound up
be.
for doing that, you know, for not trying to get back at him. He wound up with a real good finish.
Yeah. He went from, I think, 80 laps to go. He was 2 laps down with a broken toe link. They got that replaced, 2 waiver rounds, and he drove from 32nd to 6th.
Yeah, that was impressive. There was 2, him and I think Priest came up real good.
Well, Priest he had gotten to the front way earlier. I think you might be thinking of Barry. Barry came from 28th to like 13th on that last run.
That's right. Barry did. Yeah, he did because he actually got by Chase.
Yeah, he
some
had
of
a
that I
good
didn't
run.
expect he was going to.
And but I want your thoughts because a lot of people were having issues with Briscoe. They say he was the one causing a lot of running over and hitting this person here. And I know he's the one that knocked Reddick in the bell. And I don't know really who else he hit, but a lot of people were putting most of the blame on him, I feel like. Did you see it that way?
The only thing I saw on television was the one time.
Yeah, with Reddick and Bell.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing on television. Maybe he did, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, I don't know.
And he did apologize for that.
Well, that's good.
You know, at the end of the race, he did apologize.
Yeah.
Of course, that don't change what happened.
Yeah. Well, I want your opinion on the choice of when to throw these cautions, because we had Hocevar on his own spin out, and he didn't get a caution. But Cody Ware spins out and keeps rolling and gets a caution immediately. And then it'll be a different race, but there was oil on the track in the Xfinity race, and they waited over a lap to throw that caution. So.
Yeah, and then they threw a caution at the end of the race for absolutely no reason. The guy slid down the track, and, hey, we'll go ahead and throw the caution and end the race. I don't know. It's like a bunch of drunk pirates up there making the calls, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous, and then I don't have the exact caution count, and I know they had a lot of cautions.
I know what happened with that. See, if you remember, we were all sitting there watching the race together. I said, if they started having some cautions, it'd make for a good race.
And they listened to you.
And once again, they were listening because they started having them pretty regular, and it made for a good race.
Yeah. I just mean the length of them. I quit paying attention in the Cup race, but I didn't remember specifically in Xfinity. We're kind of bouncing back and forth, but I was sitting there and I was just listening like a regular caution, and after a while I was like, this has been a while. And I looked, they'd been under caution for 8 laps, and all it was somebody like spinning out. Like, what are you doing? Come on. But yeah, there's a lot of downward stuff, but what about the good boys, the guys that turned it up this weekend? There were several of them.
Yeah.
Brad Week.
Almost. Say it a little louder.
I was hoping for Brad Week.
You still got to give Brad his due.
I know he was good out there. He really
won
was.
2 stages and was there at the end. It just I don't think the call was quite what he had earlier, or the rest of them got a little bit better. But that's probably the best he's done all year for a whole race.
Yeah.
And the rest of his team.
Say Priest
Half
finished.
of them did well.
Priest
That-
finished behind him in 5th.
That was a wake up. He had a real good car on speed, and I'd be worried about him at Richmond and of course Daytona. He still got a shot at winning his way in, and I hate it that he can't be doing old school top 16 way, because he's only 34 points out of the top 16 after being 33rd in points, but he's been on a roll. And yeah, like we said, to Priest, I found what Priest did very impressive. I mean, he was getting lapped without a doubt when at them first 2 stages, pretty much.
But he was also a team player. Did you hear what he said after the race?
Yeah. Well, I didn't hear it, but I heard about it.
Okay. Yeah, he helped Kozlowski out because he finally got to the point where he said he knew Brad was faster than him, and let's be a good teammate. Let him go and give him a shot at it. But that you don't see that with a lot of guys anymore.
No, but I mean, the dude owns his car. It might be a smart decision.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's a smart decision, but still, that's a good I don't think Chase would let any of his teammates by. I don't know of anybody else out there, honestly, that would just let a teammate by.
No.
And it's his boss, but at the end of the day, they're still teammates.
Yeah, I think it was real cool, but I was just impressed. And I think it shows how equal the cars are, the fact that he went from running 33rd to he got all the way up to 3rd and finished 5th. But that just, I mean, they had to have made some adjustments because he still wasn't in one of the fastest cars. And then, like you were saying, him coming to the front. So they pit, and he restarted, I want to say, about 25th. And Brad had came in like 2 cautions earlier and had already worked his way back up to about 8th, I think. And they went green, and they had that little short stint before the next caution. And in a couple laps, he had went from like 25th to 10th. He was 2 cars behind Brad, and he restarted behind Blaney, and he was 5 cars ahead of him when the caution came out. He was moving.
Yeah.
But they weren't the fastest ones at the end of the race.
No.
They had a good run there for a bit to get up there, and they did a good job and had a good day, but they weren't as fast as 2 other cars at the end of the race. There were 2 other cars at the end of the race that were lights out faster than everybody.
I guess one of them was Bubba, right?
One of them was Bubba for sure.
We mentioned him, and then Blaney.
Blaney found something there about, 5 or 6 or 8 to go.
Found the gas
Yeah.
pedal.
I mean, he was cutting the time down in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
If they had had a caution, you would have had a different winner to that race, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I
With
kind
or
of
without fuel.
agree, but I also wonder if it's because he found clean air and nobody else had any. So it was just he finally got to run without stupid air holding him up like everybody else was. Because I think he had like 5 seconds to the next car.
I think so.
So I think he had speed, but I wonder how much that. I just have a bad feeling that if he would have got there, you would have seen him get held up just like everybody else did, and that would have been embarrassing. But for NASCAR, but I feel like that's what was going to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had speed. I guess we ain't even mentioned the winner yet. William Byron.
Did he win? He didn't sound like he won.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we ain't mentioned him, but he don't seem to care that he won the race either, so why should we? Dang. I just mentioned last week Bubba won the race. Never heard a word about winning into the playoffs until hours afterward. The dude was excited that he just won a NASCAR Cup race, and yes, it was the Brickyard, but I come back to this, and jeez, I just can't stand oh, we won the race. Yay. Thank you, Mr. Hendrick. Thank you to my sponsors. It's so nice to be in Victory Lane. That's so
Boring.
I can't stand it. It gets on my nerves. But
yeah.
his first win since the 500.
Yeah, it's not like he's had a tremendous amount of wins where he shouldn't be excited either. I mean,
Yeah.
if it was his 43rd, it might make a little more sense.
Yeah.
But he's had 2 this year, and I don't know exactly what his win count is in Cup Series, but it's not that big.
Somewhere in the high teens, like 15 or 17, somewhere in there.
So you should still be excited about it. They don't
Yeah.
come that often.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, anyway, that, and I gotta say, I don't agree with the narrative that's saying it's kind of, I guess, a surprise and a breakout win again, that he's been missing something. I don't believe they've really been missing anything. They've just had terrible luck. I mean,
I think they've led more laps than anybody this year, hadn't they?
I'm not sure.
Look that up, Connor. Look that up. I think he's led more laps after that race, as of that race, than anybody else.
Yeah, maybe. Larson had that run earlier, but
yeah, but that tells you how well he has ran. I mean, he's had speed.
And if you look at the stats they have on like the speed and defense ratings and passing ratings and all that kind of thing, he's like top 3 on every single one. Yeah. So I mean, the dude's just been catching terrible breaks. He gets wrecked running like 7th at Dover.
I believe Byron has the most laps led with 910
in there. Okay, yeah. I knew he was up there.
Dang. So Corey Himes will have more laps and less races than the lap leader in the Cup.
Anyway, with not quite the competition.
No,
but okay.
no, I just still.
But no, I mean that being said too, wouldn't that give him more incentive to be excited? They busted his butt all year, ran good all year, and led 910 laps, and then got 2 wins out of it. Yeah, I believe I'd be excited. Hey, I finally got it. Yeah. Things worked out my way today, but no. Yeah, it's just like you. You went up there. Thanks, guys. We won.
Yeah, that's literally about it.
Yeah. Let me win a Cup race. I'm gonna turn. I'll probably break my neck, but I'm gonna turn a backflip just like Carl Edwards.
I'll climb the fence like Tony Stewart.
Yeah, I'm gonna do all of it. I'll turn a backflip with a watermelon in my hands and smash it on the way down, or get smashed on the way down.
Yeah,
something like that.
One of those two.
Yeah. I mean, you would be excited.
You would think.
I mean, even somebody like, let's go ahead and bring him up, Kyle Busch. I mean, the dude won race after race after race after race after race after race, but at least he still had something like a bow to do with it and get the fans a little annoyed over it. Like, he didn't just do what Byron does.
Oh, yeah, he'd razz them on when he won. Yeah, come on, look at me. I'm the man.
Yeah.
If you don't like that kind of racing, don't even watch.
Yeah. But
Heck, Rico the other day, he won, that's his trademark, but he gets on top of the car and jumps off.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of guys that win races that aren't as big as this one, I guess, or maybe they are to them. But
yeah,
I've seen guys at local dirt tracks, that have won several races through the year act more excited, but not all of them. But
well, I'm trying to bring us this direction, so Kyle destroys the car in practice after it looks like they finally unloaded with something they can race with, and then gets it back, catches a lucky caution. He has that good restart, gets in the top 5, and it looked like they were going to finally show something for once, and he kind of went backwards, and then another 20th place day, but I guess he's another one. I'm curious when we get to Richmond, because they look like they might have had something to work with in this similar track, and
his teammate ran well.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. Yeah. Austin Dillon, he won there last year, and people forget before he did what he did to win that race, he had it won. Before that caution came out, he was gone. They had that caution that tried to do a green light checkered, and he had to go crazy, but he had it won beforehand. Yep. So they seem to have this figured out for whatever reason, or at least Austin does. And how about him? Top 10, and that was on speed and coming through the field. That wasn't no strategy for him.
Oh yeah, he passed some good cars several times. He did an excellent job. Had a real good race for them.
Yeah, so solid day for them, and I was kind of hoping Justin Haley he'd had a 11th last week, I believe, and he was running top 10, and I'm wondering if he had the same cordon issue as Denny, because he felt like an absolute rock at the end. But I guess the point with him is that he was running up there, and that's a way big improvement from, we weren't even thinking about the 7 car for the first 15 races. So
Yeah.
the fact that they were knocking on the top 10, it looked like, is something for them.
Good.
But I feel like that's all the guys I want to point out. Unless y'all got somebody else in Cup.
Not really. It was standard day.
You good, Frank?
I think that's pretty much covers everything. Just all that I had notes on anyhow, and anything I can remember in the race. It'd be nice to see them when the green flag drops to go ahead and tear out like they did after a stage and a half.
Yeah.
And I understand some of that had to do with cautions, but it seemed like people were racing harder after about a stage and 3/4 or so.
They thought getting stage points would fix waiting around to the end of the race, so I don't know. Maybe we need to have like 10 stages in a race. No.
Or
Enough of that.
maybe just no stages.
Then you're gonna wait until lap 300 to do anything.
It's fine by me. I sit there and read a book or something.
Yeah, that's whatever. Anyway, Xfinity race. Sam Mayer wins. Y'all realize his first four?
Hey, and he showed some excitement when he won too, didn't
Yeah.
he?
Yeah.
I can't say that I like the guy very much, but at least he did that.
Yeah.
But I could see why, because did y'all realize this is the first time Ford's won this year?
Yep.
First
Well,
Ford
it's
win,
almost-
first Haas win.
Very few have won except for junior cars this year to begin with.
Yeah,
But
honestly, well, not. I think that's the third win for a non-Chevy this year.
Yeah.
So yes, but so Mayer wins, and I think that was one of his cleaner wins. He didn't put nobody in a bad spot to win this one. Because I think he was starting to get that Austin Hill, Ty Gibbs reputation.
Oh, he's had that. Yeah.
Yeah, but
he's
this
been
one
he's been
seemed
a little rough.
cleaner. But yeah, you had them, and what about the did y'all hear Jesse after the race?
I must have missed it. I'm trying to think.
He was just, I mean, it wasn't nothing, I guess, outlandish. He sounded like his dog had died. He, maybe like a real young Kyle Busch, he was just, said he was numb. He didn't know what else to do after finishing second. So I guess he showed emotion too, because he cared in just the other direction.
Yeah.
But
Well, when you're that close, you want to win. There's no doubt.
yeah,
I don't think any of them showed more emotion than Zilich did on his radio, though.
I never heard any of it. You need to
Lord.
update me.
Oh, I don't know
Okay,
if you
I'll
want to
update
hear
you.
all that now.
Yeah, that's all it was, Austin. That's all it
I
was.
don't think he was very happy.
I don't know. I didn't know he was that way, but apparently he's got a little bit of
Kyle Busch
Blaney in him too, or old Bush or something.
Well,
But he let it rip. He wasn't happy running behind or getting passed by, who was it?
Parker Russell.
Parker Russell.
Yeah.
Lord.
I
God.
did see that. I was about to say, apparently, he said, I'm back here getting passed by Parker Russell. Did you see Russell? What he did? He replied on X. He said, what did I do?
He's just out there making laughs, doing his best. Yeah.
But, yeah, him and, oh, dang. Well, yeah, but what else are you going to do? It's the first time the dude's been outside the top 5 in months, literally, so.
Yeah, that's true, but I mean, he went through a spell where he was having to come from the back to the front, so it wasn't like it hasn't happened before.
Yeah,
But
he makes out
he
a
had a
trend
few
on
things that
road
just didn't look good for him, like taking his teammate out, and I think he hit him one time before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's a good driver. He just had a few things in this race that really didn't go his way, and he
Yeah.
still had a good finish, but he didn't win.
And another top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, poor old Allgaier. I think the JRM/Hendrick cars are just, they got a target on him. They're going to find a way to do something to him.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know
he's
what
been
he did.
running. It's not like he was sucking hind tit. He's been running good, and which some strategy got him up front this time, but still he was there.
Yeah, because
And
they
it was
were
like-
off. They spun that wrench around about 8 times on him in one pit stop twisting it.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, they had to make some big adjustments, but they did figure out a way to get him up there.
Yeah,
And
so
then it's like, you got to be kidding me.
once again.
Yeah.
But you say, so you're saying that you blame Zillish on him and Ross and whoever was 3 wide? I can't remember.
100%.
Outside. Yeah. He says that Ross got air on him and that Ross is the one that slipped in the oil, so I don't know, but
I was watching it. I'm just telling you what my eyes saw. I know they're getting old, but that's what I saw. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's going to make mistakes. He didn't go in there and just go bonsai, hey, watch this, and
well, that's
do
better
something
than
stupid. It
what
just,
you've done before.
yeah, he just got loose and took him out, but it just happened to be his teammates. That's not a good look.
Yeah. And then, did you go back and see Dean Thompson and Corey Day?
I didn't get a chance.
Well, apparently,
I heard about it, but I didn't get to go back and see it.
I forget who spun who, but one of them spun the other, and they were trying to fight after the race, and NASCAR broke them up. But yeah, they had some excitement about to happen, and anyway, I guess that's about all for Xfinity.
Oh, we got one more thing. Or I got one more thing,
Okay.
if you
All
don't
right.
mind.
What
I want to give a shout out to Harrison Burton. He run a good race all day long.
doing a lot with a little.
A lot with a little. Made up all the points he needed to. I think he got himself at this point in the playoffs now from that run.
Yeah, he is. He's
which
plus.
his cousin sucked hind tit. I mean, he
I'd
was
have to
horrible.
look. But-
He is.
Yeah. Jeb was missing something today, but
Harrison Burton's plus 19.
yeah, okay.
Which is a big jump from where he was.
Yeah, he was minus 10 going
Yeah,
in.
so that's a pretty good day. Shout out
Yeah.
to him though, because he did everything. Every time they showed him on television, he was running a good, smart race. He wasn't putting himself in bad positions. He was trying to do what it took to.
Days like that make you wonder. I can't say that. I'm taking that back. I want to say days like that make you wonder if he actually. I guess maybe he could with a few more years make a decent Cup driver, but I don't know.
Some people get it right off the bat, and some people take a while. So that's a possibility. I mean, it's harder to. They always say it's harder to speed somebody up than slow them down, but you can eventually get somebody sped up. So
Yeah.
I've worked with some young drivers, and yeah, it took a few years and different things to show anything. I mean, they just were. I guess honestly, they were a little scared or nervous or whatever to start with, and you had to beat that out of them almost.
Yeah. Well, he's plus 19, and
I think he's earned his way in if he gets in.
yeah, he has. But old Sieg's inching up on him. He's trying to catch him.
Yeah, that's still our man. That's who we want in.
But how about an update from last week? Zillish has done caught Allgaier, and Allgaier, we know he got into him, but it happened, and now they're tied, so they got 4 races, and it's already tied, so.
Yeah, and you got a good one coming up this weekend for Zillich, but
yeah,
we'll see.
then-
Allgaier might say, hey, guess what, buddy? I'm going to get you back.
Yeah.
Oops.
Junior probably won't let him,
No.
but
No, he's a good fella. Allgaier's just about as nice a person out there, I believe.
yeah.
I don't see him ever doing something like that.
And then I forgot. So, Cup playoffs, we got 3 races left, and Priest has inched his way in. These Ryans are coming back. Sieg and him, he's now minus 23. He's trying to knock his teammate out, but because I guess Busher missed the memo. He was the one that was off yesterday for them guys, but yeah, it looks like he might have a real shot coming up. But
But look
that's
where Busher's
assuming-
coming.
Yeah, that.
Or this week,
We're
yeah.
assuming nobody else wins.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Yep.
Because I think if anybody else wins, the cut line is probably 100 points back to him, and then or 80 or so. But yeah, so got an interesting battle. I think the next 3 weeks are going to be real interesting as far as that goes. But
Yeah, I just hope nobody gets out from something bad happening or. you
yeah.
know. It's likely to happen, especially with Daytona coming up. I mean, somebody's going to wind up thinking they're in at Daytona probably, and they won't wind up there.
Yeah.
But that's part of the series, and that's the way it's going to be.
All right. Well, you ready to get into the yellow tape takes?
1 minute. We got one more race they had Friday night. Who won Friday night?
Butterbean
There
did.
you go.
Yeah.
Atta
He didn't
boy.
want that one to be a race. Cruz tried, but
Yeah.
he got him.
Yeah, and honestly, I could be wrong, but I think Cruz is in a considerably better car.
Yeah, he is.
So
But yeah, all right.
shout out to
Shout out to
Butterbean
again. But yellow tape takes. How many do y'all have a piece? It's okay. 0, 1, 2. Just let me know.
Oh,
I'm looking.
I'm trying to think if I have.
I've beat on
one.
my fingers
Not
too
really.
long. I can't turn pages.
I don't know if I really have any.
I
this week.
have about 2 or 3.
All right, so I guess we'll get Connor's input. You go ahead and lead us off with one of yours, right?
All right. I guess my first one was something I was talking about a minute ago. I'd really like to be at the Hendricks meeting this week to see what's said there, and
Okay.
are they all vanilla in the meeting too?
Yeah.
I can hear. I guess maybe we can hear it. Chase is talking. Yeah, I ran into Larson this week. Okay, who's next?
Yeah.
And Willie B. Well, I won this week. All right, who's next? I mean,
You think they go
I think
around?
Bowman's the one that's got them. Well, I don't know. I guess we never mentioned Larson's radio was pretty rough this weekend.
oh yeah, it was. But that's one of the reasons I say I'd like to be a fly on the wall at that meeting and see what everybody has to say.
Yeah, him, and then I guess I don't know. This ain't the same vein, but did you see? Apparently Bowman was shooting birds out at Kyle on pit road.
Yeah.
So he's got the personality. But
That situation, I don't know if you know exactly how that went down. It was just a bad scenario the way they all had to enter pit road
Yeah,
at the
I
same
think it was
time.
bad for all
and
of
when,
them.
Yeah, when each of them were coming into their pits, all maybe not as bad for Suarez, but for just the way they had to approach everything, it wasn't going to work out
Kyle
well.
had to come around Bowman, and the 99 had to come around Kyle, and they were
Yeah,
just
and
all,
then Kyle was kind of cockeyed in his pits trying to get by Bowman and trying to hurry up.
Yeah, so.
And then
But yeah, that'll be an interesting meeting. You got more race-related ones? Mine aren't really about specific race events.
all right, well, a race-related one was just something else I was curious about was why was Nemechek mad at Bubba? Did anybody ever find out what the whole deal was there? Because that was clearly he took him out or tried real hard to take him out.
No, I have no idea.
I haven't seen anything on the internet or anything to say why that happened, and I didn't know if maybe you heard something on the radio that we didn't see
Yeah,
on
no,
television.
I don't know.
But that was very obvious.
Yeah, I have no clue. How about, so you had mentioned this earlier, it's after the race, with the crew member. I saw some people that were kind of upset about Zane's crew guy going over to Hocevar saying that that's none of their business. So what's your opinion on the crew guys going after the drivers after a race?
He didn't go with his fist up. Like I said, he probably didn't need to cuss him out like he did.
No.
But
But it's good
to
stick
have
up.
for an older, not that he's not an old crew chief, but an older crew chief to have a discussion with the driver, I don't think it's all that bad. Like I say, if he'd have been over there trying to cause trouble or start a fight, that would have been different. But just to say, hey, you go over there and talk to him, maybe not go over there and
Yeah.
tell him he's stupid and retarded and whatever. But,
You can't say that.
well, he did. He said it. We all know he said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try to keep it down to something civil. I know he was upset about what happened, but maybe explain to the guy, look here.
That drop was for historical accuracy.
Okay.
That was the disclaimer I'm throwing in there for the people.
Yeah,
Ralphie May can say it.
I have no issue with them doing it. I think it's completely fine because one thing I heard that put it into great perspective for me is who's the guy that's got to go put that destroyed car on the hauler now, or wrecked car?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he has all the right in the world to say something.
If he'd have went down there throwing fists, it would have been a completely
Yeah.
different scenario. But he wasn't up in his face, for what I saw, or he wasn't all over him pointing his finger at him. And all. Like I said, he said some harsh words. But
Yeah.
It's
All
good
right,
to stick
you got
up
your-
what do
for
you
your
think?
driver.
What do you think, Connie? You think it was a bad look or not?
No, I think it's good to stick
I
up
don't think
for
it's a
your
precedence
driver.
that they need to do every week, but
No,
Yeah,
but
stick
I
up your
mean,
driver.
if if you hit him and
Speak
do all
up. You
that
sound
to
like your dog died. You all right?
oh yeah,
You sound like Jesse after he
I'm
finished
tired.
second.
I don't know. I'm tired. Long weekend, you know.
We need to do a hype thing in the middle of the episode.
No,
Come
I'm
on,
just.
louder.
I don't.
I can
get
barely
that-
hear
Get that
you.
boy a Red Bull.
I don't know. I really.
Or a Monster. I'm
just
sorry,
trying
we're
to
NASCAR.
scrounge
Monster.
up words to say. I'm still thinking about. I was kind of bored out by that race this weekend, but I do. It's a good thing to stick up for your driver and do right by him. Especially when they get wrecked and stuff like that. And like you said, don't go down there and start beating up somebody up. Unless they punch you first, in which case then you can fight it out. But I mean, good on them, I say.
All right.
That's what
You
I
got your last one you want to do? Or is that all for you?
Well, it's still another question, but I want to know who's making all the pit decision. Is it AI or is it?
Well, isn't that for crew cut?
Have they got? Yeah, it's a little bit of that, but I mean, I'm just curious who's actually making the decisions now, because some of the stuff I've read honestly said it's all done by computers now. It's not
It might be.
100% on the crew chief now.
Well, I got some news for you later on in crew cut that'll help you with answering that a
Oh,
little
okay.
bit.
Well, good.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Not
Well,
in
we'll
a
just-
good way, a bad way, but
all right.
yes.
Well, we'll move on from that then and discuss that later.
All right. Well, I got one final take. This is the thing I saw Mark Martin say on X, and this thing I mentioned with the playoff, like last week, how we finally got away from somebody being, I won and I'm in the playoffs. It was just I won, and now we're back to this. So every other sentence on the TV was winning into the playoffs. Playoffs, 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 playoffs. Mark Martin says, we are watching a race too. Can we cover the race a little bit? And I agree with that completely. It's too much about a freaking playoff.
Yeah, they're basically wanting you to pick up a book and read the last chapter.
Yeah. So.
Not how did we get here.
No.
Yeah. I really like that post. That was one of the better ones I've seen because I've heard enough about playoffs. Did I say it enough yet?
No. I think Mark Martin and Dale Jr. just need to be like the heads of NASCAR right now because
Yeah, they do.
they consistently have good opinions on stuff like that, and I get them in there, get them in something big. I know
Yeah.
they're on that. Aren't they on the committee right now or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're on the championship format committee.
that's right. So, and maybe they will make headway with that, but we need more people that just interact with the community a lot more, but just
So
have
you don't
ideas
want
like
drunk pirates running NASCAR still.
not usually. I mean, unless they just start doing just the most random stuff, but
Invert the field and then go ahead and run backwards.
turn
All
right,
Tony. That's enough.
go to figure eight.
I mean, sometimes you wonder some of the.
Yeah,
and
no,
I've actually worked at racetracks, been a track official. I was a NASCAR local track official. I've been involved in some of this stuff, and some of the guys I worked with were like drunk pirates. As a matter of fact, they were drunk. Being real about it, they were up there while they were trying to make calls. They were drunk, and I've absolutely told one before, I will not work for you with crap like this going on.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to make that a good segue. Let's get into some people that were driving drunk and made stupid moves. Rookie moves of the race. Any outstanding? I got several that deserve a nomination.
There's plenty with a nomination, but I think mine, without a doubt, is going to have to be Little Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Little Joe Nemechek.
Mm.
That's what I'm going to call him.
He went back to his older truck days.
Yeah, he
for the race.
did. I mean, that was just, woo, buddy, don't do it when you're right there, and the camera was dead on him.
Yeah.
He didn't get away with nothing there. That was pretty bad. I think
Well-
as far as the dumbest rookie move, I think he earns my vote.
Yeah, I got him on here, and I nominate Hocevar for the previously mentioned stuff. Also, Briscoe for trying to take out half the Toyotas, and I never knew, and maybe I'll have to remove him, but what was your opinion on Kyle turning Shane at that one point? How'd that one happen? Do you remember?
Did he turn?
Yeah, he did. I don't know.
Well,
I
mean,
guess
it's
if
fine.
I had to call it from what I saw, it was just he overdrove a little bit.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I've just seen too many good things, too much good driving.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
I
there's
think he
nothing
just
about
overdrove a
a
little
good driver.
bit.
It's just
Yeah.
a rookie move.
Yeah, yeah.
Slid
Well,
up the
that's my
track a little bit.
nominations. You got any you want to add, Connor, or that's all?
I'd like to throw one in there for Gillen trying to get revenge on Hocevar and just completely missing.
That was Smith.
Oh, was it?
Smith,
I
yeah.
can't keep
Zane
track.
Smith.
There's so many 30s out there. I can't keep track of them no more.
Yeah, that's a bad rookie move, isn't it, when you can just completely miss?
Yeah.
And they catch it on video.
Yeah, I think that's just too funny not to mention. Because if you're going to wreck somebody, just wreck them right. Get revenge on somebody.
I guess we need to throw Chase Elliott on there, too.
Yeah.
For all the stuff he was doing. All right, well, I think that's a good list for the rookie moves. That's about 6, 7 people, I think.
You know what?
But
You know what?
and a lot of who you mentioned there is also just a product of this racing. You've got to race so hard to try to get by somebody.
Yeah.
And in Nemechek's situation, it wasn't. It was like, I got you.
Yeah. All right. Well, y'all let us know what y'all think. Let's move on to the people that really could impact the race. Crew cut. Crew members. This was a track position strategy race. Who wants to go first? I got several. I can go ahead.
I reckon I can always give one to Chase's
Alan
crew
Gustafson?
chief. Yeah.
Gustafson.
I was trying to think of his name, Alan Gustafson, for
Well,
waiting
you
so
ought to
long
know
to
it,
bring
'cause
Chase in.
if you read all the posts, he's on there every week.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, why did you stay out for an extra 82 cautions instead of pitting just like, I don't know, all the other guys that made it back to the top 5? What are you doing?
Maybe he thinks he's playing like 4D chess or something, you know, like
I
he's
know
5
what it
steps
was.
ahead.
I got it figured out.
Yeah,
He was up there in the NASCAR booth with all the drunk drivers.
maybe he was.
I know.
Dang.
He was.
Yeah, that was beyond bizarre.
I don't.
Oh, and maybe
Or maybe he was just trying to see how far they could go on a tank of fuel.
yeah.
might have been.
Who
Think we can get
knows?
200 out of this thing?
Yeah, who knows? But dang, man, that one. And honestly, I think it's Miles Stanley, Barry's crew chief. He was on the same strategy as Allen, and he's followed Allen's strategy at other races that I can't remember what race it was, but I remember them. No, hold on, it was Indy last week. They pit Barry on the edge of that fuel and no made him run out at the end. So Barry's crew chief seems to need to have a little bit of thinking work done too, but yeah, I give it to them and any other guys that chose to just stay out until you just buried yourself to no return, and then
Yeah, look here. I just about ran out of ink trying to come up with all the people that did some things I didn't agree with. But a lot of it didn't make sense.
yeah. Well, you got any other ones you want to mention before I give my final one?
No, go ahead. I'm
All
good.
right.
I'm going to have to go with Gustafson on that one too. If I just got to give it to one person,
Well-
but there were plenty of them that were in the running.
Here's my final nomination because this is getting ridiculous. So I haven't found the footage yet. I'm waiting on somebody to post it because I just need to hear it. But Randall Burnett, Kyle Busch's crew chief. Jesus, the dude just, he can't do nothing for himself. There's so many weeks I hear I don't know what else to do. Well, we guessed at it. Hope it works. And then, we're coming back to your thing from earlier, Frank. Who decides the pit calls? Well, guess who was making the pit calls on that team this weekend? The spotter. They had the spotter up there. Randall didn't know what to do, so he had the spotter up there deciding on whether they should pit or not. Just kind of going. He left it all up to him.
I mean, they kind of sound like that Hank Hill
Yeah.
thing that I was watching earlier when they were talking on their radio, I guess.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Oh yeah, that's my crew shout out. I think.
Yeah,
'Cause
Joey
if you-
Gase and them boys.
Yeah, I mean, you know where you're at. Your car sucks. You're doing the best you can out there. Well, hey, have some fun.
Yeah.
I don't mean to overshadow your point. I was gonna bring that up earlier,
Yeah.
and I completely forgot about it. But he even has Strickland's propane written on his fuel tank. I thought that was just. It's fun when drivers go in for all that,
Even
and especially when the
NASCAR
crew
posted
gets in
something
on it.
about it. They all got into
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But
no, what-
that's a real bad look for your team when the
Yeah.
spotters making decisions.
it's just, why are we still trying this combination? It hasn't worked. Richard's taught all this big stuff about changes. Make a crew chief change. You change it. He's changed crew chiefs for Austin Dillon like underwear. That's what somebody said, and it's true. Austin Dillon's had a different crew chief almost every year.
Yeah.
Why is Kyle Busch stuck with the same one that does not seem to know what he's doing?
Because Kyle Busch ain't his grandson, probably. That's the only reason I could.
Oh, boy.
That's the only reason I could think of. I mean, you could sit there and say, you know, that might not. But I mean, come on, when he's the one getting everything and all the
I'm sure that
changes and
plays
stuff
in.
instead of Kyle, I mean, that's got to be a factor. Something. That's the only difference in him because Kyle has been shown to be the better driver out of the two of them most of the time.
Really, you don't say.
No, I think that might be a controversial opinion.
Don't
but
say
I
any
think,
obvious things here.
No, I'm being controversial. That's a controversial take. That
Yeah.
should have been in my yellow tape takes. But I think that does, like, you just can't ignore that for so long that's got to be a factor somewhere in
Yeah.
it.
Well, we'll leave them alone.
Yeah.
Let's go on in youngsters of the day. I don't know whether he's a youngster or not. I'm calling him one. I give it to Priest for that wild comeback from going about a lap down to a top 5. And he did stupid stuff, but dang, Hosabar goes from spinning out to a top 10. Those are my two. Y'all got any others you want to add?
No, because those were both of mine.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I
two
would have
hadn't-
to agree, but I also appreciate the interview that Priest gave after the race.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That showed maturity. That wasn't a rookie interview.
No. All right, that's them. The vet of the day. You got a pretty good list here, too. You know, Connor, throw some out there.
I give it to Brad. Brad's one of them.
Yeah,
He
one
ran
of
a
mine.
darn good race, and
Yeah,
because obviously for reasons, and Brad Week's coming, I can feel it. And then another one I'm gonna give it to is Bubba Wallace, because
That's another
he
one,
did so
yeah.
good coming back up. And I think those are two of the biggest ones. I'll save some for y'all to do, but those are my two that I think right off the top of the head. Is
All
them
right,
two.
Frank, who you want to add?
Oh, I'm just going to straight out give it to Bubba because
Yeah.
coming back from where he did, doing what he did, and being a veteran and not worrying about Nemechek, Nemechek when he passed him, just everything he did throughout the day, holding his composure and coming back to having a finish like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to 100% give it to him.
And the only others I have is Blaney, just because, I mean, he came back from a good ways back in the pack, too. And, I mean, he tried. He just ran out of time. And then Byron, he saved all that fuel. You got to be a veteran to do that. And I guess the most controversial one I have, and it's just because, like we said, they normally don't run like this, Austin Dillon. That was just an outstanding day for them compared to what they normally do.
Yeah.
That's all mine. All
I
right.
can't disagree with any of them.
No.
All right, let's do green, white, checkered takes. Y'all got any you want to say? Or you want me to do mine?
Go ahead.
All right, I got. This is just my problem with this track in particular. Put the bleachers back in. For once in your life, you're in a zone that wants more and more and more seats, and you're just shorting people out of spots. I saw where they only got 24,000 seats in that place. That's probably one of the lowest attended cup races since the 70s or something. I mean, Xfinity had more than that at several other races. That's just... Iowa is a place that is not surrounded by 87 tracks for them to go to. So the fans around there, that's their one opportunity to go. You're not giving them anywhere. You're selling them out of tickets. And, I mean, it looked cool, but it could have looked even cooler if you would have given them even more seats. I mean, you're wanting it to, your numbers to go up, so make them go up for once. I saw somewhere for the short tracks out of Iowa, just in 4 different tracks within a couple hours of each other the night before, they had over 550 cars at the different races combined. So that's just a racing spot, so let the racers come out.
Wow. Yeah.
But, yeah, that's all I got.
Well, I reckon.
You're sounding like William Byron, just so you know.
Well, I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to, I think that Iowa was rather boring this year, whether it's because of the track, whether it's because of the cars, whether it's because of the drivers, whether it's because of who knows what, but something about it was boring. But I hope they can improve upon it next year, just like they will try to do with everything else, and just like everything else, they will probably fail, but we will see how they do. Captain Kirk's hometown looked pretty good, but I'd rather watch the Field of Dreams baseball game out there in Iowa, but that's the only thing I can think about there. But it was, run-of-the-mill race. That's my take about it.
Yeah.
So, we good there?
A lot of it was. One of the big takes I got after watching this race, though, was that I know we only have a few, and we go back to the playoffs, but we only have a few races left before that.
You said playoffs?
Huh?
Playoffs? Yeah, playoffs. All right.
I'm going to start a counter.
Yeah, start a counter. But anyhow, this has nothing to do with winning or not winning, but it has to do with who I saw racing this week and looking like they could be a challenge to do something in these last few weeks and make it in. They've upped there's a few drivers that their teams have gotten better and they've upped their game, I think.
Yeah.
So I look forward to the next 3 weeks to see what some of them can do.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a real good showdown.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's do track back into some news from last week.
I think Connor's got a big one he wants to talk about.
Dude, it's on the laptop already.
Well,
but I can let y'all get one of y'all's out the way first.
I want to go ahead and shout out Walker Evans.
Yeah.
Get him. He's an off-road racer, but he helped found the NASCAR truck racing. He passed away this past week. So, rest in peace to him. And just something funny I heard. He had said that he thought he might struggle in one of these races, but he thought since he did off-road, maybe they should put a jump in the middle of the backstretch, and he'd be all right.
Yeah, he was a hardcore racer. There's
style.
no doubt. I remember watching him run some races. He didn't give up nothing.
Yeah. So with all the gimmicks NASCAR wants to do, let's go ahead, put a jump in. Let them give it a shot.
Heck, do it with the Cup cars. They'll just fall apart. They'll just fall apart underneath when they hit the ground. Every arm under it will be broke. Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
But
That'd be a hard hit.
Yeah.
Those things
no
are so
doubt.
darn
Yeah.
stiff.
I didn't know he'd passed away. I appreciate you saying
I
that.
wanted to
'Cause
mention him.
I used to watch those races a lot when I was younger. They'd have them on ESPN.
And then another big thing, and I think we might have mentioned it earlier. I don't remember. Maybe we didn't. Stuart Friesen. That was a wreck, wasn't it?
Oh, my goodness.
I think he got hit.
Have you heard any updates on him? I know that.
Last I heard, he'd been transported to New York and had all the surgeries, and that he was in serious but stable condition. He posted a picture of him and his family in there, and he was smiling and all. So I think he's going to be all right. Now, I don't know what his racing situation is, and
With the injuries I heard that he got, I don't think he'll be back racing no time soon.
yeah. And so with that, playoffs, he's won his way in. And from my understanding, his spot is taken unless he straight up tells them that he's withdrawing. So that'll be something to develop over the next few weeks. But, I mean, that's...
Yeah, so that was a hard hit.
Yeah, I don't even want to care to talk about that right now. That's just... Shout out to him for getting out of that car and fighting
we'll just have to keep up with it and see where it goes. I think he's good for the sport. He's
Yeah.
one of those drivers that you kind of pull for when he does get a chance to be up near the front. And,
Yeah.
and as I remember, I think he owns his team as well. So
Yeah, he runs
that's
his
gotta
own
be,
team,
yeah,
and
real
he
tough.
runs dirt during the week, and he traveled back and forth from the U.S. and
Oh, yeah.
Canada. I mean,
Runs
he's all over
a
the
bunch
place.
of dirt races. Yeah.
The dude's a good guy, so we hope he gets better
Yeah.
as soon as he can. And Christopher Bell will be filling in for him this weekend because they're going to try and keep him in for the Owners' Championship. Yeah,
Well, good.
that's it.
Good. I hope they have some good drivers to help him out.
Yeah.
I think he earns it.
Yeah. Other truck news: Caden Honeycutt got let go from Nice Motorsports after signing a contract with potentially Tricon for next year. So,
I guess that's not 100% certain.
not that I could find, but it seems to be
Seems to be the big
guess.
rumor. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's just the news. The only thing I can say is that looks bad on Nice. You let the dude go just because he's going somewhere else next year.
Yeah.
Well, you can't finish out your season.
See, that would have been like,
I don't know. You build a team around a guy and then he does that. Who knows what their whole situation was? You can try to throw somebody under the bus, but you don't know what
Yeah.
went on behind the scenes.
Yeah, I guess not. But let's see if there's any other. Another truck one. A lot of going on there this week. Brent Cruz from ARCA, that Gibbs car that's always trying to catch Butterbean. At 17 years old, has started his own truck team. Daddy's money. Gotta be.
Is that what they're going to call the team?
Uh,
Oh,
That's what some people were asking him that.
Yeah, at 17, you just don't go to the bank and say, hey, I want to start a truck team. Oh, here you go. It don't work that way. The money had to come from somewhere.
I could have done that.
Yeah.
And he might be a real good driver, but I don't think he's phenomenal enough that somebody's going to just back him like that without
No.
there
No.
being somebody's money involved.
But they'll be debuting them at Watkins Glen this week in the 70 truck. So we'll see how that goes.
I wish him well.
Yeah. I mean, he's another guy that's done some things I don't like. So
Yeah.
hopefully he grows up. But I mean, he's only 17. So
You're always 17 in your hometown.
yeah, that's what I heard.
Good song. Good song.
Moving up to Xfinity, how about Josh Williams got let go from his ride this week?
Yeah.
That was,
I think, just lack of performance, wasn't it?
yeah. I mean, I ain't surprised. I've always wondered what's going on there, because he's just never seemed to run great in that car.
And that don't mean that it was all on him, but
No.
it wasn't a good look for the team. So you got to
And
do
it wasn't
something.
a good look for him when Hocevar got in that car and ran
Exactly,
top 10.
yeah.
So,
No.
yeah, him and Zillish in Xfinity, but he'll be going for the sweep this weekend. I don't know what truck he's running, but
He's running
I'm
one for
guessing
Honeycutt.
Spire. Is he?
Yeah,
Is he?
That's what I read earlier. I could be wrong, but that's what I read earlier. He was going to be running that truck.
All right. Well, he'll be going for the road course sweep. I think we had said that's never been done before.
I think
so
there's a bunch of Cup drivers running that race.
I'm not sure.
I don't know who's wrong.
Bob ain't came out with the entry list yet.
Okay.
But I think that's all my driver news for the most part. Couple other things. Connor, we're getting you, I promise.
I'm just going to be patient.
Mexico
Patient
is
man.
out. Chicagoland is in.
Yes.
Good call.
Yes.
Yeah, wake up.
I'm up because you said Chicagoland. One less road course down. Thank you. That makes my
Yeah,
day.
I think that's a good call.
Whew, I was tired, but now I'm awake.
easier on the teams. They don't have to do that travel fiasco.
Yeah, and maybe nobody will get fired
Yes.
from going to Chicago.
Yeah. I think they're going to try to go back in a couple of years. And honestly, I don't mind them trying to go back every once in a while. Just,
It don't need to be an annual thing.
yeah, but
Whatever.
I
takes
am
the road
happy to
course
have
off.
Chicagoland back. And please, if you can, we've yelled and yelled about getting it back. They did what we wanted and finally gave us a track back. So please attend.
Yeah.
Don't let the stands be half empty.
Heck, I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Well, they may have done themselves some good by having the street course
Yeah, I think
race there.
Yeah.
They maybe drew in a few
That'll
fans
bring
from
some
that.
fans. Yep. But that's a wide track, so this car should actually run decent there, I think. So we'll see how that one comes along next year. And we mentioned Priest a few times. Did y'all ever get to see his interview with Junior? I just wanted to talk about it.
No,
I did not.
You sent it to me, and I've still got to. I've seen little blips of it, and what I saw, I really like. And if I get an hour to sit down free, I'll try to do it. But
well, I'll just say we've shouted, we've called out everybody for Grandpa money and Daddy's money and this money and that money. Priest is your guy if you want old school. The dude has come up. I mean, the only other way you could ask for. He went out, ran for nobodies, just doing the best he could. Got starts here and there. And, I mean, was working on his own stuff, still works on his own stuff to this day. And made it the hard way. Just got a lucky break, a phone call here, a phone call there. He said he was packed up selling his house going back home last year when he lost that ride. And he got this one. So I think he's just a guy that a lot of people, I don't think they realize how hardcore of a racer he really is. But that's him. And only other thing, we're going a little bit out of the NASCAR realm, but that's where we're headed anyway. So Fox has bought 1/3 of the IndyCar series and IM Brickyard. So I'm hearing that they might be working on trying to do an IndyCar NASCAR doubleheader weekend. So I don't know. I thought that'd be interesting. Not something that I care a whole lot about, but I wouldn't hate it if it happened.
Be different.
Yeah, different. That's the right word. But all right, Connor. Go ahead.
Oh, y'all done made me forget. I don't even remember what. Oh, they played in Bristol.
It's Bristol, baby.
Yes. And then they got the NASCAR experience where they got rained out. See, I was sleeping the whole time because I was getting ready for this. They got rained out Saturday night.
who played in Bristol?
The Braves. The Atlanta Braves and the Cincinnati Reds played in Bristol. And my gosh.
I don't follow baseball, but from what I heard, the Braves actually played this week. Like, they weren't just there, but they played, I think, right? Didn't they win?
They put one in the W
They
column.
won this week.
Yeah.
They actually won the game, and it made me really happy because they haven't had a very good season. So with them winning the first ever and maybe only Speedway Classic, you don't know after this, it's a nice thing to have, you know, especially as a Braves fan. I've grown up watching the Braves, and when they said they were playing in Bristol, I was like, oh, they're going to find a way to mess this up, and they didn't. The only thing that messed it up was the rain that night.
I think they need to do that and have a race going at the same time.
Double headers.
You think that wouldn't draw the crowd in?
And when they hit that ball up in the air and it comes down and hits the driver's windshield right there, they'll have a field day with caution on that. But
Well, I've seen stupider cautions. So.
yeah, I have to. But
water bottles.
Yeah, from what I heard, it was really unfortunate with the food shortages and all the stuff like that. I don't know that they had the greatest experience, but outside of that, I think for the league, it was really cool from what I could tell, just how much they embraced NASCAR. They didn't go there and make a mockery of where they were. They had, I think, NASCAR helmets and uniforms and were doing laps around the track for home runs. It was just, they embraced it, and I think that they might have actually brought NASCAR a few more fans that might actually give it a shot. So
And one extra thing they did that I thought was cool on the TV side of things, they actually used, like, when they would bring up statistics and stuff for the players, they used the Fox NASCAR graphics. So I thought that was like they had like the cars and all that would race across the screen and show up their statistics. So I just thought that it was so cool how they leaned into all that. I love the theme games that they, like I've mentioned Field of Dreams several times. They used to play that game out there in the cornfield in Iowa.
Right.
And I wish they'd go back to that, but I love it when they do stuff like that. Start doing more stuff like that. Play the game in the sand lot or something. Or
just kind of be the Savannah Bananas, right?
No. No.
No.
I want baseball. You want your Savannah Bananas, go watch that, but I want baseball. I like baseball.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I hear next they're talking about bringing hockey to Bristol, so I guess we'll be on the lookout. Yeah.
I went to one hockey game.
Interesting.
I was done.
You don't like hockey?
It just didn't appeal. Part of the problem was I didn't
hockey.
understand one thing that was going on.
Yeah.
I don't know the rules. I don't know how it's played, and what all the penalties and all.
That seems like our problem with getting new people to understand.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
that was a lot of my problem with it. My granddaughters, my wife, all of us went. We went as a large group, and there was a bunch of people that didn't know nothing about it, enjoyed it. But a lot of the sports they watch, they probably are less involved than I am in NASCAR. So, and I understand football, baseball, basketball, all that real well. Just soccer and hockey, I just never have. It wasn't a Southern sport to begin with. It's just something we didn't grow up being around at all.
Yeah.
Something we got from the Canadians.
I don't know that we have many people that care about you hating on hockey, so
I'm not hating on it.
You're a hater.
Didn't appeal to me because it just wasn't something I was familiar with and don't understand. If somebody said, if one of these Yankees come down here and explain it to me, I'll go ahead and put it that way, because that seemed to be the one that spoke a little different than I do, that were at the game, seemed to be enjoying it a whole lot more.
All right, well, let's continue this ball sport or whatever we got going on here. I don't know. Our game this week, not so much of a game. We're gonna do a
red flag round.
Yeah.
That's what I had written down in the notes from a while back, so that's what I'm gonna put that in parentheses.
All right, so
it's a working title.
They want us your thoughts on which NASCAR drivers would make the best baseball players to fill in here at Bristol for the next time. How about like the Savannah Bananas versus the NASCAR driver lineup?
Yeah, that would work out.
Yeah, there we go.
That would be pure entertainment.
I would watch that, actually.
who are we
NASCAR would get their butt whipped, but
So who we lining up?
I got one to throw out there. I don't know if you're still going to call him a NASCAR driver right this minute, but
We'll say anybody that's ever been one.
Anybody that's ever been one? Well, we're going to go with Dale Jarrett because he used to play ball, but I'm thinking Corey LaJoy. That boy's in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was as big a fella as he is, but he looks like he's pretty healthy. That don't mean he's athletic, but he looks like he might be.
Well, I don't follow it enough. How many players are on a baseball team? 7, 9, 10?
Can't remember exactly.
Dang, you don't even know.
I don't follow it as much. I couldn't even tell you. I watch football a lot, but I couldn't tell you the exact number.
At least I don't act like I know it.
I do. I watch baseball. I watch it a lot. I just don't ever think about it.
So we got to come up with 9? And we can use old school, new school, or whatever.
Just do pitchers and hitters, I guess.
You're out of my league here. I don't have nothing to go.
Fireball Roberts. That's how he got his name.
Yeah.
Throwing a ball so fast.
Too far outside from me.
Huh?
Yeah, Connor don't know that.
I don't know.
All right. Who else?
We'll come up with some newer guys. Y'all come.
I'm trying to think.
Most of them are about
some newer guys.
5'4" now that run the car. A lot of them are real short, smaller guys that. I don't know that they'd be that good at baseball. Maybe they would. You don't have to be 7 foot tall to play baseball, but it helps.
How about Shane?
I think Shane wouldn't. He wouldn't be too bad. He's decent height, decent build. I think Shane would be a pretty good baseman. I think that's where his strengths would lie.
All right.
On one of the bases. I think for hitting though, I think I'd put Busher as a hitter just because of his size. He's got that Babe Ruth kind of size. He's not like a huge feller, but he's tall enough, and I think he could put a lot of momentum into that swing and shoot it up pretty good.
All right. And then
Maybe Denny too, even though he's 44 years old or whatever
Yeah,
he
he
is.
does all
He's
kinds
a
of
big,
sports.
he's a big basketball player, so you know he's got to be in decent shape, run up and
But
down the
his
court.
shoulders are messed up.
Oh yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, he's had
All
all
right, we'll
kinds
take
of
him
shoulder
back out then.
surgeries.
Denny, I'm sorry, you're out.
All right, well, I'm
Sit on the
nominating Ross because he can throw a Hail Melon. So.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's more of a football thing.
Maybe Matty D. He looks like he's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I mean, he's even got the Savannah Bananas again. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was repping them. That's right.
That's right.
All right, well, are we good on baseball players? Y'all want?
Yeah, I think I'm good on that.
All right.
Let us know who you think be a good
Yeah,
baseball
let us
player.
know.
Yeah, maybe there
Who
are
we
some of
forget
them that were
about?
in sports we just didn't know about.
Can we include
Yeah.
team owners? Michael Jordan played for a little while. He played for a little
That's
while.
right. He played some
I think he played another sport too. I can't remember.
hockey.
Was it basketball?
No. I think it was football.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Oh.
you'll get the bricks for that one.
yeah, I know.
All right, let's do some quick picks for this weekend coming up at Watkins Glen. Frank, you're going first.
Track house across the board.
All right.
Oh, boy.
1, 2, 3, huh?
Zilch is running this race, right?
Yep.
I did hear
Yep.
that right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Zilch.
Yep.
Dang, I forgot he was racing. Thanks for that.
I should have saved mine for last. Yeah, I'm gonna try something different. I'm going with track house across the board.
But what track
Ross?
house cars? Just
Huh?
Ross,
Yeah,
Shane.
because Zilch
Ross,
is probably
Shane,
going
and
to be in
Zilch.
track house, so who?
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, he'll be driving
You're
track
saying
house
Zilch,
car.
not Suarez?
Oh no, you know better than that.
Well, no, I forgot Zilch won the car, so I thought
Yeah,
there was
Zillich.
three.
Yeah, Zillich. No, I ain't. No,
Don't talk about Daniel like that. He won a road course.
I'm not saying he's not gonna run good. He'll be fourth. How about that?
All right.
They're gonna do it. They're
Connor.
gonna do a Hendricks thing. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Larson, Zilch, and Kyle Busch against my better judgment. I'm going wild this week. I think he's going to
Against
figure
some
out
better
his
judgment.
road
He
course.
almost won COTA.
But he hadn't done terrific on the last few road courses, but I think he'll pull it out. But I'm going with Larson too. And I just
All
don't
right.
think
As
Shane's
long
got
as
it
he
in
don't
him
get
this
too
week.
close to Chase Elliott, he'll be all right.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh,
Well, dang, I guess Frank got the same exact thing as me. I got to change it. I had two of those, and then I got reminded Zillich was in, so then we ended up
Well, who
having
did you have for your third before?
Busher.
Busher. I figured.
But that
I
was-
figured you'd have Busher. That's why I just said I'm gonna go with the
That's
track
me
house
forgetting that Zillich was in the race. I erased him as soon as I heard that.
suite. And here we're gonna turn around. Busher won the whole thing last year, and he's
yeah.
excuse me, nobody will have him in there. That might be
Yeah.
a bad call.
All right, well, how about this? You got Shane or the field?
I'm taking the field.
Yeah, I just don't think Shane's got it this time. I think he'll do all right, but I don't
All
think
right,
he'll
so I
win.
guess I'll take the field too, so none of us can come back and say we knew it was going to be Shane next week.
And when he does, all you New Zealanders can send us a bunch of, and we love speaking with you. Go ahead and send
Yeah,
us something.
tell us how our
stupid
guys
we are.
can't turn right, can't turn left either. And
All I know is he got beat there last year.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
straight up.
Straight up, that's right. By a guy that doesn't typically win road courses.
About 6, 7
I don't
seconds.
know. Yeah.
Win, I said. I didn't say run good. I said win.
No.
All right. Well, y'all let us know what you thought. Please, really just say something. I don't care what you say. If you want to talk about hockey, I don't know much, but comment it, I guess. Oh, I can.
Yeah, maybe you can explain it to us, and we'll go watch another game.
Yeah. So.
They throw one here in Savannah everywhere. Or they call it throwing a hockey game, or putting on a hockey game, icing up for a hockey. See, help us out, guys. We don't know. We're not too
know.
bright when it comes to them there hockey games.
Closest I've
Yeah.
gotten to hockey was Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
And he was hockey and then went to golf. So
Yeah.
that's
And he's
Yeah.
like a Canadian too, right?
is he?
He's not from Georgia, I can tell you
No,
that.
he's not from Georgia, but I don't think he's from Canada. Happy Gilmore, he's from. I don't know where's
That
Adam
don't
Sandler
matter.
from. I
Happy
don't know.
Land. I don't know.
Yeah, he's.
Anyway, so yeah, really, just comment somewhere, anywhere. Share this thing. Do something with us. But until next week, y'all take care, and we'll catch you then.
All right, peace out.
I'll see you later.
Coming to the Checkers, and there. Good job. You only pissed off 87 other drivers, 912 fans, and set the sport back another 53 years. Just pay the $20,000 fine and we'll try it again next week.